Hello everyone, and welcome to the 68th Pokemon battle I have here, against a man, but I shall get into his name more in the team preview. However, this was an NU game, and it was a very good one, so I would recommend sticking around. It, I guess, has some emotional turns. You'll see that later. I'm foreshadowing far too much right now. Also, I want to apologize, I guess, not really, for being kind of inactive. I've been really swamped with schoolwork. But, enough of that. Here's the team preview. Now, first of all, I want to mention his name. NU Legend. Now, that is egotistical just in the way that it makes me really want to beat this guy. Also, his team, that is the most standard-ass NU team I've seen in a while. Big threats on his team. Golurk, just because every team I make is weak to Golurk. Like, I honestly think it should go back up to RU. Ludicolo, again, every team I make is weak to Ludicolo, so that could definitely be a problem. Also, EXEGGUTOR is the worst Pokemon ever, and I hate it all my life, every day. Freaking Citrus Berry. Anyway, my team is based around Pupitar, has Dragon Dance, Rest with Shed Skin and Edgequake, has some kind of defensive core thing, not really, with Torterra, Miltank, and Mischievous. Trying out a Special Samurott, just because from my experience, Special Samurott is extremely Borkin, and also a Scarf Primate for U-turn things. I think that my Special Samurott, once in the right circumstances, could do work against this guy. Anyway, match. So I'm going to lead off with my Primate. As usual, lead off with your Scarfer, go for the U-turn or something. I thought he would be scared again. This seems to happen a lot with Primate, of the Stone Edge, but I guess not. And I go into my Mischievous because it's physically defensive, and I can fire off some Will-O-Wisps or whatever. Because nothing on his team is immune to Will-O-Wisp or has guts or anything, I'm just going to go straight for it, and he actually sends in his Electabuzz, which is slightly bad, but he's just going to go for the Thunderbolt. I live it on 5 and I go for the Pain Split, but I actually don't get back as much as I wish I did. I thought I would get back to at least over half, but anyway. I go into my Miltank because it's specially defensive, but that does 51%. That's specs right there. So I'm instead now going to switch into my Torterra so that I can be completely immune to the Thunderbolt. So that's very nice, I think. And this also gives me an opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks, which is nice. The only problem with that is that he switches into his EXEGGUTOR. I hate you, EXEGGUTOR! Thankfully I actually managed to get him on the Sleep Powder. That wasn't even, I didn't even try to do that. I was just trying to go for the U-turn. And it doesn't kill! God damn it, EXEGGUTOR! And that does mean that he's going to be able to set up a substitute, which is just bad times. Or he Psychics. I probably should have watched this back. And he gets his stupid freaking Citrus Berry. I go for the Taunt, sacking my Mischievous. Now, I realize that I should have gone for the Shadow Ball there. It would have made a lot more sense. But this does give me an opportunity to go into my Primate. If I go for the U-turn, then I get switch advantage if he switches, and if he doesn't, then I get off big damage to the EXEGGUTOR. He goes and sacks his Electabuzz, so at least that's out the way. That thing was kind of threatening. And he goes into his Golurk. Unfortunately, this does mean that I will have to send in something, and here is kind of a slow part of the match, which is why I sped it up. Because basically, I'm going to Toxic this Golurk, and he's going to go for the Drain Punch. Now, that does just enough that I can end up stalling him out with Milk Drink, and that's basically what I'm going to do. So, yeah, not much else to say here. Just going for Milk Drink, he's going for Drain Punch. It is kind of interesting seeing how much Toxic actually ends up doing. And those are Skype sounds. One sec, let me mute that. There we go. Alright, so back to the battle. Right, so I guess now he realizes... No, not now. Silly me. I'm sorry, this probably isn't too interesting to watch, but not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Anyway, right here he realizes how much the Toxic is doing, and he finally switches out into his Sock, which means that after the Milk Drink, I will be able to get back to 69%. I'm not going to make a comment on that. But now he has a Sock in here, and my Mischievous is dead, so that means that something is going to have to take a lot of damage, and I think that the best thing on my team that is suited for that is Torterra. So I go into that, and it's actually a 3-hit KO. I think that tells me that he's Choice Scarfed, so I'm going to have to keep that in the back of my brain. He does go into his Braviary. A good move on his part. I actually double switch into my Primate. I don't know what I was predicting. I think I was predicting the EXEGGUTOR, but Braviary works because I can just kill that with an Ice Punch, so hooray. So he switches into his Sock. Again, I'm going to have to switch into my Torterra, which means that I will... or not. Oh yes, I sack my Miltank here. because I want my Torterra to be at a healthy amount. And because he is at -1 defenses, I can go back into my Primeape, threaten him out with the Ice Punch, and I think that's actually what I go for. Right here, yes, as he switches into his Ludicolo, and now this is very bad, because if he sets up a Rain Dance, he's pretty much going to be able to destroy my entire team, and I was pretty much just like, okay, that's GG, that's done, I'm over, I'm done, I'm just gonna, faster. Yeah, Scarf Primeape is actually pretty decently fast. Fastest fighting type in the first gen, I believe. But I did not expect it at speed. Unfortunately, he sends in a Sock, which means that pretty much I'll have to sack my Torterra. So yeah, that does mean that my Torterra will die, but that also means that Primeape will still be able to do a lot of work. I guess I never realized how much work Primeape did until now. But in this game, Primeape was very good. But because of his -2 defenses, he will be threatened out again by the Ice Punch. And he'll send in his EXEGGUTOR, and I'll go for the Ice Punch, and he gets his Citrus Berry, and then he gets another Citrus Berry! God damn it, EXEGGUTOR, I hate you! Anyway, I go for the Ice Punch, as he actually says he misclicks and goes to the Sleep Powder, but because he doesn't get the Citrus Berry, I don't think that really mattered, because I could have just gone into my Samurott, gone for the Ice Beam, and just would have destroyed the rest of his team. He goes into his Golurk, I'm not entirely sure why, but, I mean, hey, that does, so that's fine by me. And now he goes into his Sock. Now, I'm just gonna let my Primeape die so that I can actually finish off this game with my Pupitar, because at -1 defenses, I will be able to live a close combat because I'm a Violet, and yeah, I'm just gonna kill him off with an Earthquake, right? So after that part, I go into my Samurott, and this is the point of the game. Can Samurott live a close combat? I honestly had no idea during the game, but I do live on 9%, which means that because of his lower defenses, actually his lower defenses had nothing to do with it, but because I lived, I will be able to take him out with the Ice Beam, because I went for the Ice Beam because my other move is Hydro Pump, and I don't want to mess with Hydro Pump. But yeah, anyway, that was a very good game, I feel, in my heart, and I just want to say, NU Legend, not so legendary. That was stupid. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya.